Hey, people! Xeno Squid here, and welcome back after a very long wait. Rather sorry for coming up on the stream a few days late. I've been busy with stuff IRL and have been recovering a little from my wisdom tooth removal. My condition has improved, thankfully, so I've got time to come up here and, well, follow up on the game. Sorry to keep y'all waiting, ladies and gents. I'm back and I'm better than ever. Anyways, let's pick up where we left off. 818 Jiren.
도련님, 떠나기 전 여하차를 타렸는데 드시겠습니까?
Young master, I have brewed some noir tea. Will you imbibe some before departing?
안 마시겠다고 해요, 홍우 씨. 어제 편지 뜯어줬던 거 잊었어요? 아무도 믿어서는 안 된다고요.
No way, Hongwoo. Remember how the envelope we received yesterday was torn open? Refuse it.
저는 괜찮아요.
I'm okay. I'd love some tea, Jiren. Thank you.
네.
Yes, young master. Hongwoo sips Jiren's tea.
그러다가 혹시나 차 안에 무슨 독이라도 있으면 아무리 단테 씨가 계신다 해도 너무 무모하잖아요.
Hey, that tea could be poisoned. I know we have Dante here, but you're being too reckless.
단테님 계셔서
I wasn't being reckless on account of having Dante around. If I was, and if it really had been poisoned, I would be needlessly hurting Dante in the process.
그저
Even if she's become a lot less friendly, Jiren's still Jiren, so I thought it would be okay. That's when I realized that Jiren's odd change of character was reminiscent of those we'd seen earlier in the back streets of District 8. Jiren went through a lot of revivals, didn't she?
맞아요.
Yes. She's my closest maidservant, so she was on the most expensive version of life insurance. So when you say Jiren's still Jiren, you mean that her memories are intact.
생명보험은
Yep.
기억 자체를
Life insurance doesn't actually decay your memory, but still you'll slowly
풍화되어 간다.
erode away. Like a stone weathering merciless gusts and rainstorms, the memory shrinks and shrinks, slowly losing its definition until the form itself is lost.
아, 한때 그러한 모양의 바위가
It only leaves the
있었구나.
faint sensation that the stone was once there until it was no more.
하지만 저
But I hope that faint sensation remains a warm remembrance of Jiren at least. Jiren quietly cleared away the tea set. We could not tell if she had heard Hongwoo or if she had cared at all if she did. Regardless, we left her to the job and made our way to the palanquin that was waiting to take us to the round 2 venue.
사활을 건 전쟁을 앞두고 있을 때
When marching out to meet your foes in the deadly war. Normally, most sinners would have laughed Otis off for being overdramatic, but today, they were all listening intently to her every word. We've already had several close run-ins with the candidates and their factions, and even the formidable Heisho pack. Those experiences were more than enough to convince us that this was the time to take her seriously.
주적의 정보에 대해 알아내는
We must
것이
first learn as much as possible about our primary foe,
우리에게 제일
the one that poses us the greatest threat, if you will,
가치.
and that is Jakyu.
그자에 대해
So let's list everything we've learned about that individual so far.
잘린 사람의 목을
Well, we know that he has no problems with butting his own hands. Remember how he grabbed those decapitated heads?
저희와 시춘
And we know that he tried to ensure that both our team and Shichuans wouldn't participate in the Family Hierarch War.
자로라는
We are also aware that he is flanked by Zilu, a mighty Heisho, and Zigong, a strategist.
더군다나 어제 보낸 자격도
And it seemed like he was the one who sent the assassins from last night too, right?
네.
Yeah. We know that he's definitely wary of us, so we should also stay on guard.
아시다시피 이곳 대간호는
As we all know by now, Daguanyan is led by 4 ancient and great houses: the Jia, the Shi, the Shui, and the Wang.
가문들이 제가 태어난
Ever since the times before my own birth, this place was a den of political intrigue, a jungle where a single misstep could spell your death. Today, the Jia family holds the most power and influence among the 4,
그 덕에 저는
which means that I was also at the top of the world. Afforded the life of luxuries and leisure, the kind of envious life that everyone looks up to and aspires to attain.
그리고 치호 형님은
But Big Brother Chu, he
그 바닥 아래에
He was beneath even the rock bottom of the same world.
바닥?
Rock bottom? A metaphor for odd, perhaps.
비유가 아니라
If it isn't, then I presume he's implying that someone pushed Jaku to the depths.
네.
Yes, many hands pushed him toward the cliff until there was no more room for him to back up to, until his only remaining choice was to plummet.
치유 형님.
Brother Chu is the last surviving descendant of the annihilated Kong family.
분명 성이 가시 아니.
Yet his surname was Ja, was it not?
어머니 쪽이
His mother was from the Kong family. Ah, my hand was probably one of many that pushed him off the cliff. I don't think you're the kind of person to do something like that, Hongwoo. No need to make excuses for me.
할머니와
Envy and jealousy came from about my grandmother and the elders' favoritism.
까마득히 높은
And where there's a zenith, so exists a nadir.
또한 숨어들어도
Hiding won't let me get away from it, so I'm going to accept it. Hongwoo remained placid throughout that entire reveal, as though he was making some innocent commentary about the weather and the clouds going by. In fact,
엄지와 붙어.
watch out for the ones working with the thumb too. It was Ryoshu who appeared more agitated than he was. The thumb? Oh, that walking brick shithouse from earlier?
네.
Lei Heng. You're weirdly worried, Ryoshu. Don't you usually just... It's because he's powerful. Silence descended in the palanquin. Has Ryoshu ever called anyone straight up powerful before? No one replied. Hold on. Gotta check something. Alright, next up, 819, Lin Dayu. Sorry about the hold up. I was just reheating the compression pack for my face. Gotta improve the blood flow, you know. Mouth's doing better even after just 1 week, though I have a long way to go. Nonetheless, sorry. Got some loose skin to scratch off. Forgive me. Alright. We've arrived at the venue for the second round of the evaluation. We found ourselves at some kind of deep subterranean area with multiple lifts installed inside it. Some contestants were already rising on those lifts, but most of them had elected to remain down here to quietly and furtively discuss their strategies. As for us, we were slowly getting used to our presence, drawing the attention of every single person in the room from the moment we entered. Contestants must now each board their lifts and ascend. Well then, should we get going too? I feel like we're drawing way too much attention, so let's... But we were stopped by a voice calling us. Big brother Bao Yu. Oh, hey Dayu. Man, she looks She looks nicer than in the flashbacks. No, the smile ain't there. Big brother, about you. Dayu. Have you been well? I'd seen a child who looked just like her a few times in Hongwoo's memories. I remember her beaming at Hongwoo as she made a mound of petals with one hand. But now she looked on at him without a discernible emotion, a spear in the very same hand. Dayu, I didn't think you'd be participating in the Family Hierarch War. Have you forgotten that my family cannot exist unless we are in service of greater houses? I am but a blade serving a clan from the Shui family. I see. For Big Sis Bao Chai's family. Yes. I will be fighting in the service of others to the last of my days. Dayu. Hongwoo took a step toward her, but she raised her hand and pushed him away. It was not a threat, but her gesture carried such implicit resoluteness that it brought Hongwoo to a stop. Dayu, I'll be departing Dagwonyan soon. The elders have commanded me to leave here and experience more of the world. You're leaving Dagwonyan? So you leave me now, still refusing to illuminate me the truths about that day. Why won't you stop smiling like that? Then, I hope you'll never come back here again. We shared an intimate bond once, yet all is for naught. Now I'm unbound by the heavens, unbound by the dirt. Still lies this heart of mine now with emptiness wrought. A blossom may be lovely now, but its wilting sharpens the blade of woe, the blade of hurt. Our meeting should never have come to pass. You always say things that are so difficult and saddening to hear. My own funeral was held long ago, and now, having met you for the final time, when we meet our ends here, may we each become a lone thread of formless smoke to be scattered to the winds. With that, Dayu walked away from us. Looks like I forgot to introduce her to everyone. She's someone with whom I had a brief connection in my childhood. No, I guess our reunion was made under pretty unfavorable circumstances. And she has come here in service of another candidate. Means that we'll be enemies the next time we meet. Yi-sung trailed off without vocalizing that statement and sighed. Connections are such fickle things, after all. Hongwoo muttered with a faint hint of loneliness as we entered the grand lift enclosed by 4 pillars. The lift rises ploddingly. When I looked down, I could see the other candidates still waiting for their lifts looking up at us. The candidates whose fates may or may not intermingle with our own in this battle. Jumbo, you! You will never leave this place alive! Honestly, I think I've met madder people than Shui Pan here. I think we'll be fine. No matter what it takes, we will cut off your head! No matter what it takes! Someone screams bitterly from beneath us, but the lift does not stop. Young Hongwoo, are we to battle villains henceforth in this quest? But to them, we are the villains. Then are they to be evil in our eyes? It's a distinction without a difference. Well, whichever it is the case, I'm pretty sure that trying to draw a clear line between enemies and allies won't mean much. It seemed that we finally arrived at our destination as the lift slowed down. We were greeted by a sight that at first glance appeared as though it belonged outside, but we were still clearly within the confines of Hongwan. Oh. Well, ain't this interesting? Buildings run down. Bleachers up on the roof. My god, that is massive. Well, I'll be damned. Garion's chair from Old H Corp. I can't say I know the full context of this. No matter how many times I watched it. But man, is this table and chair iconic, if you could say that. But either way, it's time to find out the truth, to the bottom of the matter. Underneath the blue sky were 2 metal gates leading to a massive looming structure. When red lights flickered ominously around the building. Looks like they decorated this huge space to look like the outside. I can't even fathom how much money they must have poured into this project. Family Hierarch Evaluations Round 2. A disembodied voice echoed from the speakers with a buzz. Begins now. The door to the left that carried us up here closed shut. Oh, I finally recognize where we are. You've been here before? This place is the site of the former H Corp that was once headed by the Kong family. This place still bleeds from the wounds made then. I wonder if we will be spilling fresh blood over them today. We are surrounded by the loud and crowded bustle of the teeming audience. Is Hongwu smiling still, as he always has since our first meeting? I turn around to face him, only to see a much younger Hongwu. The deep sorrow in the child's eyes was about to overflow, as if he were ready to burst into tears. Second round. Gotta pack just in case. We'll just have to make do.
이런 임무는 뱀 중에서도 내가 제일이지.
Hey, Aseki,
앞에서 서러워하는 꽃 장례 지내는 사람이요.
Oh yeah, thanks for the compliment. Thank you. I have been explicitly saving my resources, saving my lunacy and my spins for a while, but luckily I do have some tickets to spare to level up my current units. now I have W Corp that should be able to get me not only some bonuses, but also prove viable in the field. Believe me, I've tried. Anyways, the garden sorrow bearer, lamenter at the flower funeral.
꽃갈기 홀로
Flower rake in hand, teardrops in eyes.
빈 가지 뿌려진
You carve blood-stained tears upon branches floral.
어젯밤 뜰
I heard yesternight from the garden a song of grief,
그것은 꽃
an elegy for a flower and a bird repeat departing.
가는 봄이
Availed not to hold the parting spring, surrendered I become, heeding the endless woe, sans relief. Do you understand now, child? There is nothing you can do. Thus, in the silent, windless sands, stood only the desolate ruins of a building swept through and thoroughly but destroyed by a brutal, unstoppable force that was determined to leave nothing in its wake. Remember the day ruin came to the Kong family, who have brought this destruction upon themselves through their grave transgressions. To violate the laws of Hongwan is no tragedy, as it's such it warrants no pity, no only humiliation and scorn. This site of history stands as a monument to the inevitability of karma. So this is the annihilated Kong family's building? Ishmael asked Hongwu, having read the plaque on the building.
네, 지금은 사용하지 않는
Yes, it is,
공간이죠.
and it's no longer in use.
그렇다면
So everyone inside this building must have been...
도대체
What
어떤
kind of
죄를
transgressions could they possibly have committed to deserve to be destroyed like this?
이만한 건물이
If there was
우리
something to lay waste to a
집회가
building of such magnitude with such totality, it
조직이나
cannot
해결사가
have been a
내
mere
죽을
strife
수도
between syndicates or fixers. Something must have happened
전쟁에
here.
가까운 규모의
Nothing less of a war to leave these ruins behind.
맞아요.
You're right.
아무리
It was
도시라고
unusual
하더라도
even for the city.
흔히 머리가
And that's because the head was
이곳에
here.
왔어.
Hongwu replies like it was the most obvious answer to a complicated question.
머리.
The head. So the Kong family broke a taboo.
그다음엔
And the sweepers came to clean up anything that was left behind, to erase any sign of whatever it was that violated the taboo. The head must be a terrifying entity, if the mere mention of it could cause the sinners to shrink so much. As we were ambling aimlessly with this revelation. Welcome to the round 2 of the evaluation, brave contestants! A disembodied but sonorous and excited voice broke the silence through the speakers. As there were numerous complaints regarding the possible partiality issues with our previous host, please understand that I will be taking over as the host with the start of this second round. Looks like this Jia Zhang got kicked off from the host seat. Oi, hold on a minute. Up there, are they? Don't tell me we've got a live audience. What initially appeared to be a dilapidated rooftop was revealed to be where the spectator seats were installed. They were filled to the brim to the point where I couldn't spot a single empty seat. It would be reasonable to assume that they are indeed spectators, considering the way the seats are arranged. There were some unfortunate troubles in the first round, yes, but hey, this is our once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch the Family Hierarch evaluation live and in person. Is it worth it or what? We wanted to give as many people as possible the opportunity to witness the history in the making. Alrighty then, before we really get the game rolling, please give the contestants a round of applause and cheer. Let them meet this challenge as their best selves. Holy mackerel, what a shit show. They're sitting on their asses, popping popcorn into their mouths while we're stuck shitting bricks down here.
아마 내기판도
I'm sure they've been
열렸을
placing
거예요.
bets all night,
저희에게 거신
though I
분은
doubt many of them bet
거의
on us.
없겠지만요.
전부
They'll
후회하게
regret
해주지.
that. By the way, we're still indoors, right? Didn't we descend deep into a basement, even if we did ride it a lift upward? How come there's a blue sky above us? Hongwu explained that we're still within the subterranean area of Hongwan, but most of the sinners were having a hard time believing that with the pale blue sky above them. Though this is a practice limited to the affluent class of Hongwan, many have taken to installing artificial environments within their rooms. In fact, there are several buildings within Daguanyan decorated in much the same manner.
네.
Yes, the road taken to visit the elders is similarly decorated, always so sunny and green,
바깥보다도
and it feels more like the outside than the actual outside. So what's that? I realized that what Roja was looking at was a parasol. It was installed in such a random place that I doubted that it was actually there for anyone to sit under.
아,
Oh, that's a parasol. I know what a parasol is, alright? I'm asking what that old thing is doing there on its own. Hong-woo tilted his head, thinking.
발톱을
A real
이끌고
big shot who
어떤
brought the claws watched the
목숨이
whole thing from
저기에
that seat.
앉아서 그러니 사대가
The four
보내
houses left the
저
parasol there
파수를
because
길이길이 기억하는
they wanted it to be a
의미겠죠.
lasting reminder, a warning for
모든
the remaining houses too.
기억이요?
Reminder?
어떤
Reminder for
것으로
what?
허락되지 않은
That we mustn't
것을
seek what is not permitted to us.
분수에 맡겨
That we should
살다.
know our place, live the life we deserve, and part from this world the way we deserve. Said the elders. Shall we enter now? While we all gaped like fish out of water in this unfamiliar environment, Hong-woo casually walked ahead of us into the building like he was out on a mundane stroll. I know you said you heard it all from the family elders, but you saw everything that happened here, didn't you? All of it. Hong-woo paused and turned around.
네,
Yes, I probably
아마도
did.
그렇답니다.
I'm starting to have less and less idea as to what his smile really means. Hold on, I gotta pick up my compression pack. Be right back. Okay, artifact obtained. Hong-woo's level rises to 55. Uptime threat spin tiers rise to tier 4. Remember the day ruin came to the Kong family, who have brought this destruction upon themselves through their grave transgressions. To violate the laws of Hongwan is no tragedy. As such, it warrants no pity, only humiliation and scorn. Okay, let's get started, shall we? 3 coins. Which means that the results of the second round of the Family Hierarch evaluation will become the final results of the event. In other words, the contestant who comes first place in this round will become our next honored and venerable hierarch. Aha, as I speak, I have just been informed that the candidates have all arrived safely to their starting positions. Now, are you ready to get round 2 rolling? Aye! Don Quixote was the only one who gave an enthusiastic reply. Now, what must be done? Whack the first bastard we see, what else? This is supposed to be a simple battle after battle, isn't it? Oh my, looks like we have some hot-headed contestants here, raring to go even before my introductions are complete. But don't you think it would be helpful for you to hear the full set of rules and regulations before getting into the game? You heard her. Dear candidates, please inspect the area near your entrance points to locate a bundle of coins with a rope threaded through them. Oh, this must be what the boys speak it of. Pray, what might be the purpose of these round curiosities? Money? Hey, there's that familiar jingle jangle. Maybe it's some sort of local currency? Guys, the host just told us to let her finish, didn't she? And now, those coins have just become the most important things in the world. Wanna know why, friends? That's because, from this very moment, those coins represent how much life each of the candidates have left. Life tokens, if you will. Hold on, I gotta hear this. I gotta hear Dawn's squealing. Thou must make haste and take these tokens of life, young Hong-woo. Thy life depended on thee. What drained from Don Quixote's face as she hastily tried to return the bundle of coins to Hong-woo, but he could have casually snatched it out of her hands. Let me see that last. These look like coins but aren't actual cash. So how are these life tokens again? By now you must be wondering something like, how are these life tokens again? And you would be absolutely right to ask that question. Oh hey, Hijack. Allow me to now explain the rules of the second round of the Family Hierarch evaluations. Each candidate must keep their coins secured by the rope threaded through them and attach the bundle to their waists. Hiding them, swallowing them, hanging only some of them on your waist and keeping the rest in your pockets. Basically, any behavior that does not allow them to be on full display at all times is cause for disqualification. Disqualification? Oh, take this rope now! Quick, fathom about and tie it around your waist! Weren't you the one who snatched it away? Each of you have been given 3 coins at the start of the game. If you lose all your coins, you will be immediately eliminated. Oh damn. Riker draws stuffs, huh? Thanks for subscribing. Welcome on board. Hold on, let me... Oh damn. Welcome on board, man. Beware of Jakku. Well, I'm already aware of that part. I figure the only one that comes to mind is don't die. Anyways, each of you have been given 3 coins at the start of the game. If you lose all of your coins, you will be immediately eliminated. Hey, young Ishmael!
절망 매듭이었던가? 그걸로 절대 안 풀리게 묶어주시게.
Young Ishmael! That thou must tie the desperate knot about the bottle of coins. Never let this knot be undone! Yep, working on it already. I don't think there's any need to hurry. In the second round, you will have a total of 2 hours to collect as many coins as you can. Might get on with it, because the candidates' rankings will be decided by the number of coins they each have. Aha, so that's how I'm supposed to hang it. Oh!
함부로 만지지 말고 조심히 다뤄라.
Oh! Be careful with that! Relax, short of a sword cutting through, it's staying put. I've seen to that. 3 coins now hung from Hongwoo's waist, threaded by a rope. And with that, let the second round of the Hierarch evaluation commence! The second round begins and the 2-hour time limit begins to count down. And I should have reorganized. I guess I could just keep Hongwoo for a bit. For now, at least. Temporary alliance. It's one thing to keep our coins as safe as possible from any candidates we might come across, but it also means that our only means of gaining more coins is by taking them from the other candidates. Good point. Unless we're informed of a new rule mid-game, we must also prioritize taking as many coins as we can from the other candidates. Yeah, the host said that our ranks are decided by how many coins we have. The subject of the first round of the Hierarch evaluation has been an open secret for a long time. To find a clue toward freedom from aging in debt. However, the only information that has been made public regarding the second round of the evaluation is that it will be a martial contest. Indeed, there may be secret rules, or rules that the host has intentionally neglected to reveal to us. However, it is of high likelihood that in terms of the informational advantage, all participants in this game are equally under-equipped. This leads to the prediction that, should we engage in our usual form of confused brawls, we should at least place somewhere in the middle of the pack. Don't be such a downer, Fowl! I'm gonna make it to the top 2 at least to get what we came here for. Well, at least we're not under attack yet. Sinclair gingerly scouts the surrounding area, anxious that another candidate might suddenly jump out of nowhere and snatch all of Hongwoo's coins away. No enemy movements detected yet. Otis muttered something similar as she marched forward on high alert and standing protectively next to Hongwoo's bundle of coins. Not sure if it's a good thing, but at least the huge size of this building means that we won't be running into other candidates left and right. Peeping machines, they're everywhere. I've seen some people making threatening gestures at the cameras up here, but please be informed of this rule. You break a camera and you pay up with a coin of your own. I'm pretty sure she just made up that rule. We should be able to keep moving by following this hallway. Despite everything, Hongwoo still remains calm. Hongwoo, you've been here before, haven't you? I have, but I don't suppose any other candidates have. Oh, except Big Brother Chu, maybe. Besides, anyone who's ever set foot in here already? Anyone who's ever set foot in here's already... Hongwoo stopped. At least he won't have to worry about getting lost, so that's nice. He was absolutely about to spill something before he decided to bite his tongue, right? So, guys, I have this weird sinking feeling that I just can't seem to shake. Like Wanyan, that place was huge, right? Like, stupidly huge, right? Like, think about it. We chatted a while on that palanquin before we got anywhere near Hongwoo's room. Yeah, apparently they have deer frolicking in the garden, a whole lake to themselves. Right. So why are they holding the family hierarch evaluation at some creepy abandoned building like this when they've got more than enough space to spare there?
그것도 모르나.
Simple. Art deserves an exhibition of equal extravagance. Okay, but why? Why drag us all the way out here? It's almost like they're trying to show us something. Show us what? The pride and glory of Dagwanyan, and the cautionary tale of the House of the Kong family. So that's the prospective hierarch, and the other candidates would be reminded of their downfall. Mr. Wang Zhao. Man, his outfit is... Man, his ass, his entire look. It screams cumulus cloud. Interesting. We weren't asking you, intruder. Here to ambush us? The sinners all immediately took a defensive stance at the sudden appearance of a different candidate. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to fight you guys. I saw you guys earlier, back during the first round. I also saw that interesting healing method of yours. I'm guessing that's what you used to get past the first round of the Hierarch War. Do you know this guy, Hongwoo? Nope. But I think he's from the Wang family, though I haven't exchanged many words with him before. Wang Zhao. Not surprised that you don't know who I am. It's not like I gave you much chance to get to know me. I was always the type to prefer sitting in my room and passing the time reading books.
오랜 경험을 통해 말하는 건데 우리는 동료 같은 건 안 만나.
이쪽도 같은 편이 되자는 건 아니야.
If he's not here to fight, is he here to make an alliance?
친절하지 않을 것 같으니.
Listen here, fella. We're not here to make any friends, alright? We've had enough bad experiences with it as is. Yeah, totally. I get you guys. I'm not here to make an alliance either. I just thought that maybe we could at least travel together, given that our goals don't seem to clash. I'm not actually here looking to become the next hierarch. My goal is, how should I put this? More like wanting to become a Pao in the game of Shang-Chi. I have enough self-awareness to know that even a Jew is too much for me. Okay. So he wants to walk along. Let me give you a demonstration. Catch. Marceau definitely snatched a coin out of the air with one hand. Dang, nice catch, Muir. Is this a real coin? One of those life tokens or whatever? Feel free to bite into it if you don't believe me. Oi, bite into it! That method of material discernment is ineffective for coins not made from soft metals such as gold. Why would you just... Are you sure this is a good strategy? Well, I'm sure that our dear host has something to say about that. The host's voice buzzed from the speakers not long after Wang Zhao's reply. A candidate has willingly handed over his coin to one another. Yes, of course. Candidates are permitted to trade coins and favors amongst each other without necessarily having to take them by force. You may use it to convince others to do your bidding or use them to formulate various other strategies. Then the decision to use coins as representation of tokens is symbolically appropriate. The host doesn't immediately catch on to what's going on, huh? It took her a moment to react to what Ryoshi was doing in front of that camera, too. A highly discerning observation, executive manager. It appears that she chimes in to add commentary based on the actions of each candidate. It is to keep the audience informed on the actions of the candidates. I knew it. We don't have to take the coins by force after all. Wang Zhao muttered with some satisfaction once the speakers fell silent again. So, would you like to have this back now? Don't worry about it. Consider it my token of appreciation for helping me figure out the game. Sure, thanks for the coin, I guess. But are you sure it's a good strategy to just give away your coin like that? Probably not if my goal was to come in first place, but like I said earlier, I'm more of a prey animal than a predator. Prey animals like myself have to remain highly aware of our surroundings and observe. And once you get good enough at that, you'll see which of the prospective candidates should hold the most coins. And that's my strategy. Oh, then that's us, huh? Are you saying that we're the team that deserves to hold the highest amount of coins? Hey, I'm starting to feel pretty optimistic. Gee, it's real refreshing to finally have someone recognize us like this, you know? He's trying to butter us up. This man is just another boring old wheedling schemer. Still, we're already at 4 coins right from the get-go. I'd say it's a good start, huh? We might actually end up coming in first place at this rate. So, what do you say? Informational advantage can be a pretty significant variable this early in the game. I'll follow you, seek my chances, and feel out the game while you gain information. It's a win-win, right? We both get what we want and we'll go our separate ways when the time is right. Well, what should we do? I don't think he looks agile enough to stab us in the back and steal our coins. Sinclair asks, giving Wang Zhao a side-eye.
무작정 동맹을 맺자는 것도 아니고 잠깐 서로 이득을 취하고 갈 길 가는 건 나쁘지 않은 것 같은데요.
I think he makes a decent case. It's not like he's offering us an alliance out of the blue. Like he said, I think it's a nice win-win strategy for both parties.
어떻게 하시겠습니까, 관리자님?
The decision is yours, Executive Manager. It does not seem like he has any ulterior motives. Perhaps we could use our superior numbers to demand more coins from him in return for letting him accompany us. A net profit of 1 additional coin has already been secured. If alliance with this individual causes you concern, it would be a rational choice to simply cut ties while we are ahead. The senator's arguments all sounded pretty reasonable, so I tried to signal Hongwu, the actual candidate of the Family Hierarch War, but any thoughts on this, Hongwu? I think they all sound pretty nice. His reply is terse, cheery, and thoughtless. It seems to me that he's still unwilling to make a single choice. Let's accept his offer. Otis, please keep an eye out for any signs of betrayal.
맡겨만 주십시오.
You may place the utmost faith in me to carry out the task, Executive Manager. Let's do this, Wang Zhao. Okay, Jia Baoyu, let's. So, are you still the favorite child of Dak Wanyan? Jia Baoyu extends his greetings to you. Welcome, little Baoyu. Man, young Hongwu looks really cute. It's been a while, Baoyu. Answer them, Baoyu. You're a good boy, Okay, still as pretty and lustrous as always. He truly is the unchanging precious shade of the Guanyan. You must be so happy to have him, Venerable Jamu. So he's that Zhao Baoyu's kid. Really? I thought he looked more special, I guess. He's actually pretty unimpressive in person. Oh yeah, Mom told me about him. Shh, shush, shout. You can't just talk to him. I think he just looked at me. So why do they all love him so much? I don't know, maybe they painted his insides with gold or something. Must be nice to be loved and cuddled by everyone the moment you're born. I don't know, this seems pretty unsettling from the get-go. This guy's a kid, and there's all these people speaking like he's the son of God. Jeez, please be a little nice to the guy. But why does he look so gloomy? That child will never suffer once to his dying days. Yeah, and I envy him for it, but I don't know. I don't know why he's such a smileless child. Ain't these memories for Clockhead's eyes only? Why can't we see it too? You saw that too? It appears that the gradual reconstruction of the Golden Bowl is expanding Dante's ability to peer into the Phantoms. Is it? I'm not so sure myself. That is enough for now, Dante. Perhaps these powers will become controllable in the future to be used as one sees fit. Didn't think this is how I'd be sharing my childhood with everyone. If Wang Zhao had also made it into the Dungeon of the Phantoms alongside the rest of us, he must have seen Hongwu's past as well. What are you guys all standing around for? Don't tell me your strategy is to sit here and wait for the whole thing to blow over, is it? But it seemed that our vision was for our eyes only. Man, first flashback and I already feel bad for the kid. I mean, put up on a pedestal, not even seen as a person. Just an object. That's not exactly the best thing to be living with. People see it as a good thing, but at the same time, what the hell, man? Unlike the Hongwu we know, the younger version of him did not even have a trace of that familiar smile. His eyes were fixed to the ground in silence, and that was all he did.
파우스트, 전투 시작합니다.
敵が来ます。皆さ 準備を
받아볼 텐가. 12수에게 명한다. 이 앞에 숨쉬는 자 누구 하나 살려보지 마라. 전탄격발.
Okay.
敵に対して
말로 고작 이 정도 탕류해야
Good starting gun.
물 넘고 오야. 길을 열어라.
ダンテさんの作戦
이걸로 충분해. 너한텐 지금 말겠지만.
囚人の皆さんの状態に
일기당천.
何か変化が
마음 놓고 열어젖히고.
빈틈투성이네.
Okay, slow but good start.
명 받았습니다.
Gotta up the SP, you get me?
敵が来ます皆さん戦闘の準備を
신속히 처리하죠.
고작 이 정도 탕류의
このまま
허덕이다.
いけば敵を食い止められます
어머? 놀랐어?
전탄격발.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね
제압 완료. 승객 보관
敵
중.
は深手を負っています
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 있겠구나. 하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라.
이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
Okay. Laminated wall blocks are pad advice on it. Only pick your entry cards here. Boom.
아는 것을
A
모른 채 할 순 없으니.
one entry card. Certain rumor. We traversed down the hallway Hongwu found, walking in awkward, depressed silence, until Wang Zhao broke it. I've been meaning to ask, are the rumors true?
어떤
What
소문을
rumors?
말하는
The rumors that Jia Shichun lost her Heisho pack. Hey, who knows? Tell me something valuable and I might just hand over another coin. Wang Xiao suggested, gesturing broadly at the coins dangling from himself. Unfortunately, I lost touch with Ji-chun after we arrived at Hongwan, so I don't know any details myself. Alright. Okay, I guess we'll see in due time. As you know, losing your Heisho pack is a bigger loss than losing a limb. If the rumors are true, then she must be having a pretty hard time out there. Out here. Cha Ji-chun. I wonder if she's doing okay. She'll be okay, like always. She's a plucky one, after all. Somehow, Hongwoo ended up comforting Sinclair. As we continued down the hallway, chatting, we eventually found ourselves before a shut gate. Let's head inside. Okay. Walls closing in.
이런 임무는 뱀 중에서도 내가 제일이지.
여긴 실험실이었던 것 같네.
This place looks like a laboratory.
남아 있는 건 없군.
There's nothing left, not even a faint blood fragrance. Though I sense a scurrying rat. A rat? Know who you're talking to before you insult them. Who are you? Oh, we're a different candidate's clan. Hi, I'm Bao Yu of the Jia family. Hongwoo extended a placid greeting. I thought you had 12 companions, Jia Bao Yu. So what's this Wang guy doing here? You've already made an alliance? A thing like you? Okay. Okay. Slow down, man. But we're not allies. Doesn't seem like he's buying it. Doubt he ever will. So who is Hongwoo? I'm pretty sure he's from the Shi family, so he must be Shi. There was an awkward silence. Hua. Come on, man. Hua. Thanks for the help. So she's Shi, Hua, something. Good, you're getting there. You're getting warmer. No, what the hell are you guys doing? Forget it. Who gives a shit anyway? If every candidate indeed has the same number of coins, I should prioritize finding weaker candidates like you to steal from. To be on me, where you even got the guts to throw your hand in the ring for the Family Hierarch War out of nowhere. Last I heard, you were roaming the city like some unemployed loud after spending years holed up in Daguanyan. So what brings you here, huh? Had enough of the city tour? Luckily, I never had a moment of boredom. I found so many marvelous and interesting things out there. Like, did you know that there are people out there who sleep in roofless rooms? Asshole, you think you're funny? I swear I'm gonna eliminate you here! You sure know how to make friends, young Master Bao Yu. This is gonna be fast. Hmm. 10, 14, 18.
신속히 처리하죠.
공간을 뭉갠다.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね。
Hey, nice win off the bat. Okay, that's fast.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리.
Yeah, expect some pushback, Kwazen.
戦闘の準備を。
신속히 처리하죠.
자, 진정하세요.
대검 방호.
There we go.
다소 즐겁군.
총알값 아까울 놈은最善の選択だったはずです。
명령에 따르겠습니다.
Alright.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 자, 여기구나.
There we go. Staggers from the get-go.
전력으로 상대하마. 전탄격발.
Here we go. Broke the shield. Another there we go. Another stagger.
최선의 방어를.
Ooh, stagger already. God damn. Stagger bonanza here.
向こうにも事情があるのでしょう。ですが、私たちは止まれません。
There
지금은 조금 바쁩니다.
일기당천.
대검 방어.
There we go.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제철. 화력 추진.
Oh, that was fast. Magnifique.
자,
Now, hand over your entire coin bundle. Cough it up. I know you don't have many, but if you take all my coins, I'll be eliminated.
그래.
Yes, exactly.
마침 잘 되었군.
Are eliminated candidates subject to summary execution here? That wasn't a rule. Looks like some candidates have finally had some exciting run-ins with one another. As a reminder, the goal of this game is to collect as many coins as possible within the given time limit. Sure, cooperation and alliances are all well and good, but when negotiations go up in smoke, might becomes a pretty reliable fallback plan. Don't you worry though, the shadows of Hongwan hiding in the corners of the arena will safely guide any coinless candidate out of the building. Oh, by the way, resisting them is kind of a terrible idea. I heard they're faster to act than to talk. They must have placed a hay show here. What the hell? That's bullshit! Of course, if you've lost more than your coins, your life for example, I suppose the hay show will be escorting your corpse out of here instead. You heard her. Would you like to have your corpse escorted out, or would you rather leave on your own accord?
아니,
Fine, my coins are yours. Take them all! Uh-huh. A candidate from the Shi family has been eliminated from the game. What an overwhelmingly dominating display of charisma from the opposing candidate's clan member. If you've been eliminated, please come out to the hallways, forfeit your weapons, and wait for further instructions. Please note that any eliminated candidate loses all rights and privileges pertaining to candidates of the Family Hierarch evaluations and... Oh, I remember now. His name Shi Hua-zen. We're already up to 7 coins, huh? Hey, that's not bad. Let's wrap this up ASAP and get the heck out of this creep house. We are beset in all directions by sorrow and tragedy. This appears to have been a laboratory for an unknown purpose. Yisang's eyes scan over the various machines that are messily strewn about the room. Kong family's laboratory, most likely. Yeah, saw the plaque earlier. Apparently, their entire family got completely annihilated after presumably breaking a taboo or something. Going by what Hong-woo said earlier, and gathering from everything we've heard about the Kong family so far, it sure sounds like they're all dead. It was in the time before the Zhao family wielded as much power as it does now. Boy, the Kong family really was something back then. Outputting a constant stream of new groundbreaking boluses with all kinds of unique qualities can't have been easy. But they somehow managed it back then. Because the Kong family had made such impressive contributions to the city as a whole, even past the boundaries of Hongwan itself. The other families had no choice but to watch in awe as it stood like a mountain so far above them. Yes, I heard they delved into various research subjects here. Well, despite all that glory, what awaited them at the end was a tragedy. So there's no record or evidence of any kind left that could tell us what kind of experiments they carried out down here. Nope, it all got purged. Anything to do with their experiment has been practically atomized by the cause that came here. Perhaps, in search of the novel, they failed to notice the avarice spiraling out of control, a recurring development among those whose passion is research. For a while, people from the high and mighty families of Hongwan refused to even look in the general direction of this building. They thought it was heretical, that it would bring them misfortune. Of course, I was pretty young then, so all this is just what the adults told me. Do you recall aught from then, Hongwoo? I was also very young, only 10 years old, so my memories aren't very clear. But I do. I recall the day when the weight of the avarice broke both the heavens above and the earth beneath the Kong family and smote them. But our existence is as fragile as paper, bound to fade away into nothingness just as they have. So, I guess that's why we should always be mindful of excess, to empty ourselves that we will not overflow. Hongwoo spoke so calmly and clinically about the day when countless lives were lost. Thank you so much. Again, everyone who is here today for the Kong family and Hongwon's eternal prosperity. This must be recording from before the Kong family's complete annihilation. Let this experiment be another resounding success for us, so that everyone in Hongwon will be a step closer to achieving immortal life. Do know that our success is a guarantee, so we would like to ask all research personnel to put their best into every project. Holy shit, this is magnificent. This lab. Holy. This is beautiful. You see now, it was not a matter of formula, but rather the process. The order of formulation that diminished the efficacy of your previous bolus. Let me demonstrate by example. Directly mixing two diametrically opposing ingredients. Soft flour, which carries an element of fire, with fleece flour, which carries an element of water, will cause a repelling reaction. What does the Kong family do in such a case? Use white peony or gold in between the addition of either ingredient so that they may coexist. Yes, a rudimentary application of the bolus production methodology. However, one thing we must know is that the law followed by our ingredients is not defined solely by the 5 phases and the 8 trigrams. Though the 5 phases are correctly aligned, the ingredients each imbued with elements of the sexagenary cycle, distinguished by both the heavenly stems and the earthly branches, all exhibit different effects. I have no idea what she's saying, but my god, that is some pretty complex stuff. The Kong family was really ahead of their time. No problemo. Another aspect of this art is to consider is that space-time itself is a variable that modifies by the laws by which yin and yang operate. Thus, even if the same recipe were to be followed to the letter, the hour, the minute, and the second during which the bolus is combined affects its quality and characteristics. So that's why following the same family recipes could yield boluses of varying effects. You must also remain wary of where one stores the boluses once they are completed and when to remove them from shade. Do keep in mind that a wise forger of boluses always remains acutely aware of the harmony and discord that exists between ingredients. You certainly have an exceptionally high degree of expertise when it comes to boluses. I cannot help but always depend on you so. You're the only person who would ever come up with such innovative ways to forge these boluses. You've managed to untangle this side effect in a matter of moments when we've struggled with it for months. We cannot help but feel a tinge of shame before your skill. Consider this boon good karma for your vast, profound generosity. It is all thanks to your wisdom and acumen, Venerable Jamu. You deserve every reverence and admiration for coming this far, armed with nothing but your skill and wit. And as they admire your achievements, they'll find hope as well. Of course. No one could have possibly foreseen that the declining Shi family would produce the next hierarch after all. Not especially someone without a proper clan. Oh, that is not what I had intended to convey, Venerable Jamu. If I had offended you by any chance, worry not, for you have spoken true. I understand that it was all thanks to the Kong's family's generosity that I could rise. I know better than anyone that you could have easily eliminated me before I had the chance to ascend to the seat of the family hierarch. And you would have done so had you wished to further solidify the Kong family's position here. In fact, our hearts were truly stirred by the most unexpected outcome of the Family Hierarch War. You have clutched victory with nothing but wisdom when all odds were against you. Not to mention that we are greatly appreciative of all the assistance that you have so graciously provided us. Save compliments, please. I'm only honored that you saw any use for my insignificant tricks. After all, our collective pursuit is to prolong the eternal prosperity of Hongwon, is it not? Grandma, are you making new bosses again? Indeed, what about you? There is karma to be repaid. And do I have to keep coming here with you, Grandma? Yes, this beautiful scenery will not be complete without you as its witness. You have frequented this place with regularity, Hongwoo? Yes, grandmother often brought me here to play hand in hand. Oh, are you guys done collectively spacing out? I've been thinking while you were gone. And I've come up with something quite interesting. So, since the results of the second round are decided only when the time's up, I'm sure there are candidates out there coming up with strategies like collect a moderate amount of coins, find a nice hidden corner to lie low, and wait until everything blows over, and we might just walk away with a decent rank. You know what I mean? There are many points of failure to that plan, but it would indeed be an appropriate strategy for candidates who are not so confident about their odds in open combat. Right? But here's the thing, wouldn't it make for such a boring show if most of the candidates are just hiding and doing nothing for the majority of the game? I mean, they even made a show of gathering an audience for this song and dance. There must be... I sensed a very subtle vibration the moment we walked out of the lab and into the hallways. Wang Zhao must have felt it too. He stopped in his tracks and looked around. Hold on, you guys hear that? Well, looks like this is where our brief fellowship comes to an end. That was a short but sweet exchange job on you. But I don't think you're the one who should hold the most coins. What? Once the game's end, I hope we'll all find what we came here for. We weren't planning on sticking with him through the entire round, but...
좀 갑작스럽긴 하네요.
Yeah, it's a bit sudden, huh? I guess it's better than a full-on betrayal. Well, we're going our separate ways just like that?
처자를 신경 쓸 시간은
There's no time to spare worrying about him. Attention! Full speed sprint toward the 3 o'clock direction. Go, go, go! Huh? What? Oh, at least tell us what's going on! Eyes forward, the walls are rising from the floor! That's when the host's cheerful voice began booming from the speakers, excitedly explaining the situation.
자, 이쯤에서 새로운 규칙입니다.
Let's keep things interesting with a new rule. And this one's for you, dear viewers, who must have been bored out of your minds with how safe the candidates were playing things. Starting now, walls are gonna start closing off rooms and corralling your candidates with every set interval, shrinking the arena. If you somehow end up trapped in a room, if you fail to make it into the shrinking arena, well, that's an elimination, of course. Of course. Looks like it's real chaotic out there. Now, let's try to not push your luck and get yourself stuck between walls, okay? It'll be one hell of a cleanup job to have to scrape and scrub your bits off the walls. Better get moving. We began sprinting full speed to where the walls were starting to rise from the floor. Oh, hey, Breek. Nice of you to make it here. We began sprinting full speed to where the walls were starting to rise from the floor. The host's snidely chipper tone taunting us the whole time. Whew. Looks like some of you didn't make it. You were so close, too. And ouch, I spy a candidate who's been separated from her clan in the chaos. Oh, try not to lose your coins in the chaos.
My boy looking a bit off. My boy, you good, son? Oh no!
I swear, she's gonna get a fist to the face before we leave this place. Man, I really should have done some cardio. Would you guys? My legs were screaming at me to take a seat and rest, but we simply did not have the time to sit still. We've got no choice but to keep on running. This place must have not have offered much diversion for a child. Was it not drab or tedious? My mother really knew a lot about bosses. Every time I was here, I would always watch her take command of the room, fiercely bringing about a storm of directions and orders for the researchers. Did y'all see the Wall Purgis trailer? Yeah, I saw the trailer for Gregor Allen and Ishmael Hanafuda. Safe to say, I'm saving my lunacy, and I'm going to be cashing out on the nearest IDs when I can. 2 weeks, right? I figure why not make the most out of it, huh? So no, it wasn't drab or tedious, and thinking back on it, whenever grandmother summoned me to visit this place together, I think I felt a bit of happiness. Fine, that's when Otis suddenly came to a stop, raised her fist, and motioned in a way that caught everyone's attention. She'd been walking ahead in the vanguard. Stop. She said she saw something up ahead. Figure up ahead. Solo. Hopefully she's a candidate who's been separated from her clan. Should be easy coins for us if that's the case. You're only pulling for Gebra announcer? I don't know, it's gonna be a bit difficult to get an announcer from the spin. Believe me. I've seen Rie's meltdown over Netzak's announcer. It's safe to say she did not take that well. Otis muttered with a bit of anticipation. It really seemed like she was in her element here.
괜찮아요, 오티스
Don't worry,
씨.
Otis.
저와 안면이
I am
있는
acquainted with
분이시네요.
her. However, contrary to Otis's wishes, she was not one of the candidates. Hey, Dayu.
설씨가
She's a
고의를 한다는
bodyguard of a Shui family candidate.
대호, 왜 혼자
Why are
이곳에
you
남겨져 있어?
why are you here all alone, Dayu?
신기하네.
How funny. I was just
방금까지
thinking
네
about
생각을
you.
잠깐.
그
You? For the briefest moment, Dayu's eyes looked at Hong with disbelief before hardening into a stern expression. I must have alarmed you all. Apologies. The walls came out of nowhere. My inattentiveness has separated me from the rest of the clan. So, you have no idea where the rest of your clan or your candidate is? No.
하지만
But if a
여기에
different
있다가
candidate finds you here
다른
alone,
후보자들을 봐.
they will attempt to eliminate me, though I am but a follower. Because it would be beneficial for them to do so.
대호,
Dayu,
그럼
then,
이곳에서
have you been waiting here
계속
all
네가
along,
다른
waiting for the
혼자를
one you followed to
기다리려고 하는 거니?
return? Yes, I suppose I did, in the belief that if I simply waited in the same place, we became separated, they would eventually come back for me.
언젠가는 되돌아올 거라고.
I really wonder what Alan will be. He should be strong because he's the star of the city. Last I checked, Alan's gonna be Gregor, so and there has been obvious hints that Alan will be a piercing tremor type, last I checked. Though we don't know the full kit. That said, I await for an excuse to bring Gregor out. I would love that. Anyways, I suppose I did, in the belief that if I simply waited in the same place we became separated, they would eventually come back for me.
그럴 리 없지.
A foolish belief.
공간은
The
점점
arena is
줄어들고
constantly
있고.
shrinking. They wouldn't take the risk of coming back here just to pick up a straggler.
그렇군요.
Of course, they wouldn't. The air between us had become palpably awkward with impressive rapidity.
오라버니는
I suppose
다른
it could be said that you have a
후보자보다
certain
조금 더
advantage
유리할
over
수도
other
있었겠군요.
candidates here.
이 장소가
You're more familiar with
누구보다
this place than
익숙할
anyone
테니까.
else, are you not?
예전에도
Silence again, just like then.
지금처럼
Just
끝까지
like when you
아무것도
refused to tell me
말해주지
anything to
않으셨죠.
the end.
공멸일
In all those years I was in your
오라버니를
service after the
모셔야
complete annihilation of the Kong family.
보고라버니.
About you, big bro, about you, here! What happened now? You're looking so glum again. We're still gonna play the game you like today, right? Oh, don't tell me. Are those meanies back at it again? I'll kick their butts with this new move I learned yesterday. No, it's okay. Don't worry, Dayu. I still don't understand why they say those things to me, but I still think I could be their friend one day. Young Master Bao Yu, do you know the whereabouts of the venerable Jamu? She said she'll be at the lab for a little bit. Oh no, that's not good. I have something to tell her. It's actually very urgent. I need more of those bullets just to maintain his body. But she wouldn't return my attempts to reach her, so I thought I would pay her a visit myself and... Okay. That happened. Sorry, just rewarming my compression pad. Ooh, that's not good. That is a claw. Man, looking from the silhouette, it doesn't look that good. If he's an older model, maybe, but I don't know. This seems a little off. Are you okay? Big bro, hide behind me! He's not from Hongwan! I see. She must not have discarded her clone for over a week. Foolish girl. I wonder time and again that either the clone with a clone brain or the original must be discarded within the week of production. It seems that she could not bear to relinquish this new body of hers, unburdened by the ailments of both body and mind. Grandma, is there anything we can do for her? The head will not suffer those who have broken their taboos to live. This is the omnipresent terror that they cast over us. They are always watching, always primed to appear no matter where you are. Even as you eat, even as you are slumber, even as you are wed. The circumstances matters not. The context is meaningless. If a taboo is broken, they will be there to carry out the sentence. Almost as if they are the executors of the natural law. Let us leave here about you. Be careful! Don't touch her! I think she's gone. She's not breathing. But look, her eyes are still open. I want to help her close her eyes. It's so cruel and sad for her to be all alone, even in her final moments, looking at this lonely place. Oh, you. And come here again tomorrow, then again the day after. Grandma brings me here every day anyway. It's going to happen whether I want to or not. Why would you say such a thing, Dayu? Because whenever I see you, I see the face of someone who's just about ready to leave this world forever. Okay? Promise you won't leave me alone in here. I'm just as scared of this place as you are. It feels too big, too vast. But just by thinking about playing with you, flying kites with you, it all makes me feel a little better. The restructuring day has begun, it seems. I hate these restructuring days. I hate the sound of those bells. Rest easy, what about you? For these restructuring days will not touch us. The Guanyan only expands and never shrinks as the homes of the poor do. Grandma, do you think Daguanyan can change? What has prompted this question? Because I want Daguanyan to... Oh! Oh, God! Oh. Okay. Are you okay? Stop the palanquin! Please help me pull him up. He's gonna fall! What? I'm sorry? Young master, it's too late for him. Helping him now won't do any... How can I just turn a blind eye and pass him by like nothing happened? He's right there in pain! Please help him. Please help me pull him up, please. What about you? You cannot save them, let alone everyone. And if you cannot save everyone, it is wiser to not try at all. I know I can't save everyone, but at least this one person who's about to fall, please. You struggled to move past this during the last restructuring day as well. So, has your struggle managed to save even a single life? He's just a kid, man. Give him a break. No. Still, Grandma, still. Try it then. It would be much better for you to learn this lesson early. Oh. What is it, little about you? I must have been mistaken. I thought I saw someone watching me. Once the memory faded, when Dayu stumbled before leaning on a wall. Oh, she...
어째서 다시 보고 싶지 않았던 옛날 장면들이.
Oh, so okay, not only Dante's memory has expanded to flashing back to a certain point in time with the right trigger, and on top of sharing it with everyone, now it's reaching to non-sinners as well. Interesting. What was that? Visions of the memories I would never wish to see again. Wait, she saw that too? Did you just see that too? What kind of... Dante? Perhaps this is another feature of the previously discussed expansion of your abilities. So does that mean I can short sinners past to non-sinners too? And it's totally out of my control. That possibility cannot be entirely dismissed, but it is unlikely that your abilities activate with no discernible pattern. There must be a condition that must first be met. I wonder what that might be. Wang Xiao from earlier seemed unaffected by it. Possible connection can be drawn to the rising level of one's emotions. The visions, even when they activated for the sinners, were brought on by certain emotional triggers. Such a case, an individual who is a part of a powerful memory that causes the sinner's emotional state to drastically spike can trigger a resonance effect. Hongwu? Dayu, I ended up leaving you all alone in Daguanyan, in spite of your pleading. So, your resentment is justified. You know that's not what I wanted to hear. Nothing. You refuse to tell me anything about what happened here on that day. Your only response, a smile. And I see that hasn't changed. Hongwu's only solace in those unwilling visits to the laboratory was that he got to spend time with Lin Dayu. After that day, you wasted your days away, locking yourself within the bounds of Daguanyan, never leaving its premises even once. And when I inquired, you'd only make a sorry smile, not giving me an answer all the same. Until one day, completely out of the blue, you said you'd be leaving Daguanyan. You weren't the only one who lost those who were important to them in the annihilation of the Kong family. In fact, did you ever truly care about anyone to begin with? There was a silence. Her questions were sharp and thorned, but Hongwoo made no attempts at making excuses or denying her accusations.
맞아 돼요.
You're right, Dayu.
나보다는
You've suffered so much
네가
worse than I
겪은
have, so
고통이
much
훨씬
so
더
that I
클
can't
거야.
even begin to imagine it.
하지만
But even if you were to learn of
설사 네가
everything that
모든 걸 알게
happened,
된다고 한들
will that knowledge do to heal your pain?
괴로움도
All this suffering, all
즐거움도
this joy, they're just
전부
moments
찰나의
bound to be lost in time.
그저
Trying to catch what is destined to slip away would only bring pain to your heart, nothing more.
알고 있어.
I know, but what I really couldn't bear was, it's just what happened to you that... Apologies, I must have lost myself for a moment. It was improper of me to show such emotion to a candidate who's not my master or even a relative. Please excuse my impudence.
그
So,
중요한 이야기 중에 미안한데
I'm really sorry about having to bring this up in the middle of a serious discussion, but don't you think we should probably get moving? Enough time has passed. The walls will begin invading this space soon.
돼요.
Dayu,
네가
how about you come with us? Only if you'd like to, of course. At least until we run into Big Sis Bao Chai again. Tossing me a pinch of pity?
아니,
No, because this place is too dangerous to be alone. If I travel with you, will I see more of those bizarre visions? Well, I don't know. That was the manager's power, not mine.
네가 계속
I'd like to recommend against going through much more of these visions, but I won't stop you. Then, please excuse my intrusion. I will try my utmost to not be a burden to you. Hey, Gondayu's joined the party. Woo! Let the games begin.
I low-key forgot about the islands.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
Yo, other.
옆에 좀 수상쩍은 문이 보이는데 들어가 보는 편이 좋으려나요?
There's a suspicious-looking door to the side. Should we check out what's inside? Yeah, what should we do? Your choice, self-appointed class president. Aycliffe replied nonchalantly.
뭐 그럼
Well, alright.
들어가 보죠.
Let's head right in then. Ugh! What the hell, man?
67.
Oh, I'm sorry. He can barely speak. That's a tree on his back. Oh my god. Just the immediate nope. Yeah, smooth moves, Ishi. Let's just pretend none of that happened, turn around and keep walking. What happened? I just didn't expect that, you know? So, does that mean that we can move on like nothing happened, or is it a case of no backsies? That's when the host's voice, after a long silence, suddenly began buzzing again. My oh my! A certain candidate then is kind of neglected to bravely open a mysterious door, only to immediately slam it shut in fear! Right, so I won't name names, but on account of it being a rather embarrassing display of spinelessness, but hey, I'll give you a chance to rectify that. PM Wood makes incredible horror games to BH. Breek, I don't know if... I'm sorry, I don't know if you got the full picture, but I'm pretty sure this qualifies as... I'm pretty sure PM has already made a horror game. It's called Lobotomy Corporation. I'm pretty sure there's more horror than any other entry so far. And that's saying a lot.
이럴 시간이 없잖아. 이대로 있다가는 사람들에게 미쳐판 겁쟁이로 보이고 말 거라네.
Hold on, I gotta play that again, man.
관리자다리 이럴 시간이 없지 않을까? 이대로 있다가는 사람들에게 미쳐판 겁쟁이로 보이고 말 거라네.
So, Breek, you're saying, no, it's a BDSM dungeon more than anything. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's equal parts horror Lobotomy Corp, considering, I don't know, you're not only introduced to the abnormalities, but also the dangers some of them pose. The extreme danger classes, mind you. Like, don't get me... Like, I'm pretty sure Apocalypse Bird is pretty high on that list.
I got that strike after 4 hours.
But anyways, Manager Esquire, we must open the door once again, post haste, and not how craven we shall be made. Should we not act swiftly? Don Quixote ran up to the door and began bouncing up and down with genuine panic. We did see something pretty ugly looking in there, but it wasn't an abnormality or distortion. I didn't feel anything like it around here either. I don't know, that almost makes it worse. It might seem like the host is there to just make some goofy commentary at us, but everything she's said so far has at least one grain of truth to it. Let's check out what's inside. We won't know what's waiting for us in there unless we actually face it. Ishmael, now motivated to make up for her earlier blunder, confidently opened the door. The same type of coin we received at the beginning of the game is hanging up from the entity's neck. And another demonstration of Marcel's impeccable observation skills. Huh, you're right. Why is it wearing a coin? Well, given the circumstances, we can probably gain that coin by kicking this monster to the curb, right? We desire only to repent, an eternal repentance. We desire only to repent, an eternal repentance. The thing endlessly repeats an unknowable mantra. It sounded at once desperate and hopeless. They're certainly not abnormal beings. Yeah, that's what Dante just said. Hongwu began as though he recognized them. They're people. Hongwan's condemned. Chamber of the Condemned, verse 4. The condemned howled madly as they charged us. Man, talk about a lackluster introduction.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
ダンテさんの設計とても効果的でした。
최선의 방어를.
공간을 뭉갠다.
向こうにも事情があるのでしょう。ですが、私たちは止まれません。
받아볼 텐가. 이상 승객을 정리합니다.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね。
시발로 의뢰했더니
の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
일기당천. 자, 이분은 이쪽으로 모으고.
With a simultaneous click, the coins hanging from the condemned's necks clattered to the ground. As many candidates must have realized by now, this game provides its contestants many new ways to obtain those precious coins. You could gain them by completing battles in some special rooms, or another candidate has obtained some coins. Despite the host's energetic voice, we couldn't help but be disturbed by what Hongwu said. The condemned of Hongwan? What is the implication of that particular choice of denomination, Hongwu? Years ago, the elders have told me of many old fables and legends. Then, a rooster's crest is grafted over the visage, a goat's hooves move beneath the legs, and an elm tree's branches extend from the arms. Thus closer Dagonyan grows to its boundless eternity.
환에 대한 실험을 말하는 것이요.
Experiments regarding the expansion of the bolus technology, is it?
직접 본 적은
I haven't seen it myself, but I once heard that there's a laboratory beneath even the basements of Dagwonyan, built to research secretive and valuable boluses.
그 실험을
And they experimented on these prisoners.
적지 않은
It's not
날개에서
exactly a unique practice among wings. I believe that the smallest speck of greed lies at the origin of all misfortune. I do not believe that the definition of immortality that Hongwan originally sought is the same as the one they seek now. What took you so long, big bro, Baoyu? Sorry, Jiamu's experiments went on for longer than planned. That's so cool. I want to see what they do in there too. No fair. Why are you the only one who gets to go in there, bro? I'm a fast learner too. I'm not going in there to learn anything. Then how come? I don't know. I'm just there to watch. That's weird. It's not like you have to work for anything like we do to live a nice life, bro. Maybe it's because you're the precious jade of our family? Hey, Jawan. I told you to not say stuff like that, didn't I? Want to see what new moves I learned yesterday? Well, sorry. I won't do that again. Anyways, today we're gonna play a ball game. Here's how it works. We're gonna start by kicking this ball at each other, and the one who lasts the longest without dropping the ball wins. What's the point of playing a game like that? Because it's fun, duh. I want to play a bolus making game. Gather a bunch of sand and pebbles and leaves and seed to make a bolus, and the best bolus wins. No can do. Remember, I'm from the Lin family, and you guys are from the Jia family. Children of these noble families shouldn't play a nerdy game like that. Hey, bro, want to come play with us? Oh, little Juan, I'm sorry. As much as I would like to join you in that very serious game of yours, I don't think she'll let me play. So you're so you're not really Jahuan. If I recall a fanfic saying his real name was Zen? No, Twazen, if I recall. Daiyu is going to give you both and me an earful about the rules if you drag me into the game. Isn't that right? Jahuan, you're trying to pull out of the game, aren't you? Fine. Let's play that bolus making game once we're done with the ball game. And tomorrow we'll play whatever Bro Baoyu's favorite game is. How's that for a plan, huh? I'm good with anything, really. But what do you want? Here's some homework for you. When we meet tomorrow, you better have come up with something you like, okay? I understand that I may be letting the impatience get the better of me, but how certain are you about the plan regarding the 13th branch of the Heisho Pact? Have I ever let you down? Ultimately, a family's power comes from the Heisho they wield. Yet, ever since the olden days, there have been but 12 branches of them, which is what maintains this stalemate between the great families. Yet, the Heisho, or the shadow of Dagwonyan, its most dexterous and capable limbs, yet, they have their failings. An immense physical cost follows their explosive strength. Even if you wield a Heisho pack, it is difficult to expand their numbers, and as their population is strictly controlled by the Heisho Genren of each branch. Indeed, no one could even attempt to create a new branch, for the Heisho Genren have concealed their unique bolus recipes. Yet I am wise in the ways of bolus making, and armed with the Genren's insight. With help from the Kong family, this is certainly a viable endeavor. The Kong family once led the forefront of the city's medical sciences with their bioengineering achievements, yet now you must know that your family's place in the city is quite precarious. There have been developments for easier treatments, better for modifications. Superior singularities are rising from all corners of the city. At first, they were only subjects of study and research, but through various applications, many of them are now entering the stages of mass commercialization. H Corp will fall by the wayside as if the current trend continues. One day, it may even decline so far as to fall prey to a war of the wings. Hongwan hides many valuable secrets as they are often passed down from generation to generation. Certain areas within the territory even lead into the ruins as well. Many wings even consider us a treasure chest to be cracked open. For the city to fear Hongwan, to fear the Kong family, you must wield absolute power. A power that perhaps a new branch of the Heisho with mass production capabilities could provide. Would you keep this a secret from my wife? I would like for this experiment's success to be a happy surprise for her. Truth, we received news from the doctors that we have managed to conceive a child. Thus, if we were to coincide that event with our discovery of this new auspicious path toward what was considered to be an impossibility, would it not be a happy cause for all of Dagwon, no, Hongwan, to rejoice? If you require any assistance, materials, or people, simply say the word, and us Kong family shall provide. So, shall we let this be a secret between you and me? Duly noted. I will prepare a special bolus to celebrate the birth of a new life. It seems to be a good time to return home for the day, little value. Grandma, why are you so happy today? The Old H fish has snagged the bait I have been preparing for a long time. Ah, yes. Back to cunning. This is going to be interesting. My offer must have been far too tantalizing for them to simply let it pass. The Kong family's pretentious overconfidence remains a marker of their bloodline. They have done well hiding it underneath the veil of generosity, but once nature cannot be overcome. My brother, Christ, you're the one who suggested it to them. Now, let us hurry. Revered Janren await us. When Dayu had peered into the memory as well as the rest of us. The ball game. She fell into a brief contemplative silence as she seemed to recall a long-forgotten memory. I remember you won that game. I remember it because it was the first time you ever beat me in the game of physicality. I remember being covered head to toe in sand. I remember Jahwan whining about the little scratch on his hand. So we did. Hongwoo muttered as though he was talking about something that happened an eternity ago. Dayu shook her head, shaking herself from the reminiscence. The 13th Heisho branch. What is it? This has to do with a taboo, doesn't it? Dayu, much time has passed since then, but no matter what question you ask me, no matter what reply I give, it will not be the answer you want. That is not up for you to decide. You will never find what you seek, so why even try to gain it, and for what? That is why I always replied that your questions were such meaningless inquiries. That is why I do no more than observe. Hongwoo, are you okay with seeing all these memories? Hongwoo tilted his head to the side curiously, as though he couldn't understand why I'd ask such a question. I don't think it's a matter of whether I am okay with it or not, it just feels unfamiliar. It wasn't a memory I wanted to forget, nor was it a memory I wanted to recall anyway. The emotions I felt then feel so distant from me now. I feel like I'm looking down at them from somewhere so high up. So I don't know what to say with a question like, are you okay? Because I have nothing more to change. It may be gathered that from Hongwoo's memories, it was Jamu who first made the suggestion of researching the 13th Heisho's branch. However, it also appeared that the desire was mutually shared by the Kong family as well. Yeah, but it didn't seem like they were driven mad with greed like the plaque suggested. They certainly had ambition, I won't deny that, but still. But right? I know I only have this vague feeling to go on, but it seemed like they really wished the best for Hongwan. What I have come to realize in my almost 30 years in life in here is that it is exceedingly rare to find a leader who is generous in both character and temper. Most refuse to give anyone other than themselves a chance. Everyone's so blinded to everything but their immediate profit and interests. But the people of the Kong family, at least the ones I remember, sought to give others a chance at the very least. It was only by their support that our Lin family, formerly so insignificant, could become a family of guards because they prioritized selection by merit, not by the nobility of their births. But once the Kong family was eradicated, every family other than the four pillars lost any means of upward mobility. So when I heard that they were simply gone, all because they were blinded by greed, it felt as though I was just a child then, but I vividly remember that crushing feeling. It was devastation, because I no longer had any place to return to. Man, you've been dealt with a heavy hand, huh? It must have been hard out here. Regardless of these revelations, however, the Family Hierarch War was still ongoing. So with Gregor's succinct words of consolation, we moved on from the area, away from the rising walls.
Yo, my bourbon only. Look at my bourbon only real quick, guys. Hey, yeah, guys, what am I vision quick? I think my boy looking fire right now. If you're asking me, my boy Jack.
차원 파동 장갑 충전 완료.
Okay, so 4 of them. Some was pie.
신속히 처리하죠.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
화력, 추진. 피차 동정은 필요
効果
없겠죠.
的な攻撃でした。
핫.
약점 파악 완료.
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
Right.
전탄 격발.
もっと効果的な方法が。
대범한
敵
머리가
室
쪼개지진 않아.
このまま進めましょう。敵は深
Alright,
手を
pummel it.
상승객을 정리합니다. 바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
Seize the moment, my friend.
リンバスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
Don't even. I have a stage 3 one. I'm not touching him. Oh, look at my base. Look at my base.
명령에 따르겠습니다. 화력, 추진. 피차 동정은 필요
敵に
없겠죠.
対して大きな打撃を与えました。
There will be LF egos in Canto 9 source. Trust me, I know Kim Jae-hoon.
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
I don't know. It seems a little off to be bringing that up, are we? Seems a little off, huh?
명령에 따르겠습니다.
자, 이분은 이쪽으로 보고 아하.
サンタさんの作戦とても効果的でした。
최선의 방어를. 대범한 머리가
効果的な攻撃で
쪼개지진
し
않았을
た。
텐데.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
Alright.
차원 파동 장갑. 충전 완료.
I really honestly stage 2 go back up.
敵が来ます。
I really want to
皆さん戦闘の準備を。
stage 2.
Right.
위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 거꾸로 제쳐라.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
전탄 격발.
効果的な攻撃でした。 囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned now.
받아볼 텐가.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
최선의 방어를.
ダンテさんの作戦とても効果的でした。
추진. 피차 동정은 필요 없겠죠.
Hold on, let's check this one. Okay.
The guy who says he isn't lucky at this
Take him out. Let's just take him out. I do not negotiate. I kill.
끌어오르는군.
敵が来ます。皆さん戦闘の準備を。
신속히 처리하죠.
전탄 격발.
대검 방어.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 거꾸로 제쳐라.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。敵の調子が悪くなっているみたいです。
Sam, look at my garden. Look at my garden. Oh my god, I got glitch on it. 60 million.
Okay, so 4, 5, 6.
Okay, okay, watch this, watch this. I'm gonna get the rarest thing in the world. I'm gonna get the rarest thing in the world. No, what is that? Oh wait, that's pretty good.
위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요.
Oh! Yeah, yeah, yeah.
이것밖에 못한.
최선의 방어를.
効果的な攻撃でした。
각자의 위치가 있으니
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
He already has an epic. He already has an epic.
신속히 처리하죠.
자, 이분은 이쪽으로 모으고, 자, 이분은 이쪽으로 모으고.
신경 무력 확인.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
Alright, several talismans. Hidden passageway. Alright. Each of the cardinal directions, peel them in the correct order. Okay, blue talisman to the west, first talisman to be removed. Which one should I remove next? Okay, blue talisman to the west. Red talisman to the north. Center. East. South. Hey, new coins. Woo! New location too, god damn. Closed laboratory. Interesting. Check out this other one. Okay. New room, bound prisoner, bowls to a table. Ooh, gambling. Alright. Okay, randomized guessing. Okay. Bowl is currently in development here in H Corp, yet is to be commercial. It is yet to be commercialized before mass market use. I like that he put a little puzzle and a random encounter in that dungeon. Yeah, I'd say it really raises one's chances, huh? But anyways, you think I should go for success or failure? Cause last I checked, this thing's RNG. Like, this is legit RNG. Success? Okay. Other candidate bets on failure. How many coins should we wager? All in, people! Oh, come on! It was a failure? God damn it! No! God damn it! Okay, one speaks a whole lamentation, other yearns in an empty desire. One is a moon on the water surface, a reflection, and the other is a blossom's image in a mirror. Flowers have bloomed over the bodies in the midst. Which flower should we pick? Okay, spider lily is... Okay, so, okay, thinking here. Our chances are between... Okay, red spider lily signifies that Otis means rebirth. Name was herb. I don't know about that one. I don't know what to go for. I have never seen this one before. It's either the red spider lily or the lotus. I'm not sure about the nameless herb. What do you think I should get? Different ego gift depending on your choice. Alright, let's gamble on the lotus. Try. Okay, turn and heal 5% for one ally with the least HP percentage rounded down. Flower in the mirror artifact got nice rupture. Anyways, let's get to cleanup, shall we?
받았습니다.
림버스 컴퍼니の皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Second ego gift is pretty good.
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
Okay, okay, I see what you mean.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
승객 무력화 확인.
このままいけば敵を食い止められます。敵は深手を負っています。 シンクレアさんが抱える悲しみはきっとシンクレアさんを前へと進ませる力になると信じています。
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
제압 완료. 승객 복원 준비.
아하.
団体の作戦とても効果的でした。
처리했어요.
敵は深手を負っています。
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
화력 추진. 피차 동정은
効
필요
果的な
없겠죠.
攻撃でした。
명 받았습니다.
림버스カンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제철.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。敵の調子が悪くなっているみたいです。
충전 기능 점검.
바람 불어오는데요. 짓밟아라.
Anyways, I have to wrap this up as soon as possible.
ドクターのように優れた
Gotta go to
指揮
bed
ですね。
soon. But I promise I will make it up to you guys tomorrow.
최선의 방어를.
ダンテさんの作戦とても効果的でした。囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에
Yep,
정리.
sadly. Gonna be a long way to go. But I promise I will finish this dungeon next stream. Promise.
"敵は深手を負っています。
이상 승객을 정리합니다. 아하. 그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어져 있어.
공간을 제압 완료. 승객 보관 중.
지바이에 유리했다면
Yeah, this dungeon is one of the longest. You remembered right, Breek.
화력, 추진.
You remembered right.
피차 동정은 필요 없겠죠.
敵は深手を負っています。
명령에 따르겠습니다.
자, 진정하세요. 자, 이분은 이쪽으로 모으고.
각자의 위치가 있으니 피차 동정은 필요 없겠죠.
All right. One more. One more. All right.
여기는 인기
There's someone here. Damn it. Had to run into a different candidate now of all times. She's Qing Shan of the Wang family.
부상을 입었군.
You're hurt. Who did this? Jack Chu. I barely escaped him. Why did he have to come back? Disappearing from Hongwan like that after investigating the annihilation of the Kong family. I thought he'd never return. So I know. He took almost all of my coins. Was he carrying many? Yeah, to the point where he was running out of space to carry them. That's not good. How about you? We've sacrificed so much of ourselves just for this day. Just for the Family Hierarch War. Meanwhile, you could have continued to live largely outside Hongwan, so why? What are you even doing here? What more could you possibly want? Please give me those coins, please. Come on, you don't even care about becoming the Hierarch. It's not like someone like you do anything with all that power. You're not wrong, but I'm sorry, I don't think I can give you my coins. That's it. Listen up, rich boy. If some sod thinks they're smart, prattling on about some shit like that, you don't apologize to them, ever. You want a club like this, do the talking instead. Using a club would only grow the resentment in her heart. But at least it'll make you feel better. I never needed to feel better. Then, I swear, I'll use what remains of my clan to take what is yours, Yu, and seize my opportunity once again. Because I'm going to survive no matter what. If you insist on drinking that poisoned chalice, then we have no choice. Wang Qishang stumbled to her trembling feet, weapon in hand. Okay, if that's what you'd like to do. I beheld two different eyes. One of Hong Wu, who was willing to let the flow carry him away, and the other of Lin Yu, swirling with a kaleidoscope of emotions.
Limbus Company の皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
일기당천.
You say you don't like this fight, huh? Well, I can't say for sure myself. I mean, I wanted to go in this using Order of Hongwan Hongwu, but at the same time, I need to utilize the bonus here. I've come a little too far to back down now. Or rather, I've come a little far to back down now. I gotta make use of my bonuses, you hear?
Limbus Company の皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
명령에 따르겠습니다.
Oh, that's not good. Hey, clutch!
화력, 추진,
And there's the stagger.
ターのように優れた式ですね。
Victory seized from the jaws of defeat, my friend. Now we're getting somewhere.
にも事情があるのでしょう。
To be honest, you're only farming the event for the XP and the thread. The cosmetics are not really interesting enough for me. If anything, why not go all the way? You have... The opportunity is right there. I'd say why not seize it?
신속히 처리하죠.
あ
ダンテさんの作戦、とても効果的でした。
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라.
エリートオペレーター並みの腕前です。 敵は深手を負っています。
신속히 처리하죠.
자, 진정하세요.
마음 놓고 열어젖히고 전탄격발.
승객 무력화 확인.
처리했어요.
これが必要な戦いであれば。
일기당천.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, these... You're kidding me. The luck on this. Seriously?
아득한 여정. 멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로 답을 구하시길. 최선의 방어를.
適した攻撃でなくとも最善の選択だったはず。
공간을 뭉갠다.
皆さん、しっかりしてください。
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. $14 and $4.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Alright.
넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지.
And there we have it.
자,
The bulldoze that is Yi-sang, ladies and gents. You know, Ishmael becomes an unfortunate casualty. Shame. Oh, good. Wang Qingshang as Wang's crawled out of her corner. Perfect. SWAT.
받아볼 텐가.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Come on. Come on. You kidding me? Come on. Come on.
복을 구하고 싶다면 정성을 들여 빌어보시오. 전탄격발.
Come on.
화력 추진.
Are you kidding me? Can't even win against these guys, I swear. Well, there goes one death in the family. God damn.
도착했어.
Are you kidding me? The game froze.
囚人が死亡。
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
명령에 따르겠습니다.
최선의 방어를.
Okay, this the luck in here is a drag. My God. Glad that's over though. Woo! We took Wang Qingshang's remaining coins. Oh, that's not a lot of coins, but hey, it's still. If I fail here miserably, having accomplished nothing, they might kill me when I get home. I have to do something, anything. To be a proud sister to my little siblings. Come on, let's leave her and keep moving. It's not like getting eliminated is an instant death sentence. You don't understand, Xiaobao Yu. You've done nothing but watch all your life as this fight defined our entire lives. No, I don't understand. And I never will. Without a reply, she shambled out to the hallways, weeping. So all that passivity and talk about not getting angry wasn't because you're a nice guy, huh? You're more difficult than I thought, Hongwoo. Am I?
공간이 줄어들면서
It's getting more and more likely that we'll be running into the other candidates as the space around us shrinks. Yeah, and another thing. It's getting clearer every second that the biggest threat to us now continues to be Jack Q.
최대한 마주치지 않기를.
Let's hope we never run into that guy. Oh, so that's it, huh? We have our 12th elimination! Yeah, then all the mediocre candidates must have been eliminated by now. The remaining ones have got to be a tough bunch. Anyways, there certainly are a lot of posters around the lab here.
실험 결과를 사람들 앞에서
They were gonna present the research to the public, huh? Yes, they were. Typical. I guess researchers just can't help but showing off their achievements, huh? Well, too bad the sweepers and the claws tore through everything, even the posters. Hang on a minute, why are these posters untouched? They did not destroy the posters. Once they are put to the task, they are extremely thorough with erasing any evidence of the taboo ever having existed, but the fact that these posters remain would lead to the conclusion that the experiment advertised on these posters is an entirely different one from the experiment that broke the taboo.
네? 그럼 어떻게?
What? Then how? Simple. This experiment is unrelated to the annihilation of the Kong family. Then this Jamu must have prepared an entirely separate experiment using the Kong family's support, with an escape plan just for herself too. I remember those posters, and how excited everyone was the closer we got to the presentation. Posters made by the Kong family always perform beyond everyone's expectations after all. Venerable Jamu, may I ask why you continue to bring young Master Bao Yu to this place? I don't think he's even old enough to understand what these experiments are for, not to mention it must be quite troublesome for you. You ask a question with an obvious answer. This experiment will define the destiny of Hongwan itself. It is only right that the Jade of Dagwanyan is here to witness such a great undertaking. I see. Huh. Now that I'm looking at young Master Bao Yu, he's not much of a smiler, is he? He'd look much better with a smile on his face. He's the precious Jade of the family, after all. Its existence itself is precious. This jade shall shine when the time is right. In the meantime, draw your focus entirely to the experiment. Right, I see what you mean. Not this experiment, but the experiment. That reminds me that we really don't have much time. They say that every clan under the Kong family is quite excited about the announcement. Yes, indeed. The time is nigh. The time is nigh indeed. This bitch plotting something. I'm sure of it. Meanwhile, Breek is saying the interval after this Canto is the best one. I don't deny it, my friend. I do not. Okay, nothing left. On and on we go.
네, 이제 시간이 얼마 남지 않았습니다.
Okay, the end of the game is nigh.
또다시 공간이 좁아지기 시작합니다.
The stage shrinks once again. Looks like today's the cardio day for everyone, huh? I'm wrapping up. Alright, sorry. It shrinks and shrinks, and now let's corral the contestants of floor below to the basements. Things are really going to get interesting from here on out, so don't take your eyes off the spectacle. Yes, this place looks even more deserted than the upstairs. This looks like just another lab, but I wonder what they did down here. Notable difference is that there's nothing left in here. That is a correct observation. This is where it must have begun. Everything that was connected to the taboo. The number of remaining candidates is still shrinking. We need only collect the coins. Do not lose sight of our mission no matter what. Otis gave us a consistent and constant stream of encouragement as we move from room to room. I don't deny that the interval after this one is probably the best. That said, gotta organize everyone. For the best and only. Okay. Gonna wrap this up early, and I will be seeing you all tomorrow. Thank you for watching, whoever here is still present. Thank you for coming, everyone. And I bid you all good night.